Guess there's always desperate men willing to trade their lives for stolen treasure.
Let's do it.
What happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one. Once that was done, I figured I'd find my way from there.
Ah!
You calm down, little buddy. You're gonna have to do better than damn this. Damn. I'm still standing. Death is coming. I'm dead.
So, what happened then?
I had to remove more of that damn dynamite.
Esse somzinho é igual do Minecraft,
Must have
né?
been terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope.
So that was all the dynamite?
Ai, não,
Sure mention
velho.
that, darling. As actually, there was a fourth charge impeding my progress.
So that was all the dynamite?
Funny you should mention that, darling. As actually, there was a fourth charge impeding my progress.
Are you some kind of maniac?
Once I removed it, my path was pretty clear.
too. That's gonna have to do that. It's time to end this.
So I proceeded onward and realized that that way just wasn't gonna work. I needed an alternate path forward.
Como é que pega aquela porra ali?
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me. It was a long burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it. The burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of those sparks. My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer. I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment.
Vai, vai! Corta!
Whew. Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today.
Nossa, que agonia, velho.
Naturally, I removed the last dynamite charge. Well, it was a touching reunion.
Deixa eu voltar aqui. Que aqui tinha um bônus em algum lugar aqui, né? Pô, pior que eu achei, ó. Como é que eu pego aquela porra? Show de bola. Whoa.
But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass, as I was not a young man anymore.
Kill that SOB! Break him, please!
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me.
Thanks, Chrysler! Hurry, me!
Nuttier than a damn fruitcake!
Caraca, pessoal, ó. Sem dó, velho.
Somebody put him down. Who the hell is that guy? These Grayson Kid Curry asked me. Nuttier than a damn fruitcake.
Ah! Calma, calma, calma. Eu esqueci, eu buguei aqui.
These Grayson Kid Curry asked me.
Nuttier than a damn fruitcake. Shoot him in the head. That's gonna need a gun.
Velho, eu tô muito retardado. Eu tô retardado, gente. Tô retardado.
These Grayson Kid Curry asked me.
Nuttier than a damn fruitcake. Nobody else is gonna kill.
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Kid Curry. Curry. Curry não é uma comida? Eita!
Middle that sucker. You can't hide from me.
Hold him off while I reload. You know who I am? You can't beat me. Get out here. Hey, I can kill you. Come on, a bullet goes
Luckily, I had located some dynamite. I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
This is the last mistake you'll ever make. Time for you to lay down and die.
Pô, era bom a Trace agora, né? Trace, o nome dela? Eu esqueci agora. Trip. Era bom a Trip agora pra distrair.
Who I am?
Trace.
Come on.
Vem pra onde que eu vou depois?
You can't beat me. That smells like a kill you. Damn! God damn it, I need some help here. Come on, boys. Make this some bitch out.
Porra, fala.
You'll ever make.
Mentira isso.
He's done. Guess you had enough, huh? For you to lay down and die. Shit, I gotta reload? Are you kidding me?
Isso é muito chato, ó, na moral.
This is the last mistake you'll ever make. Eat that bastard.
Eventually, I brought that tunnel down. And that's when I met Kid Curry himself. He had decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
Agora sim, pô. Até o jogo percebeu que tava chato, cara. Porra. O maluco é... Cara, não é possível que eu vou perder pra esse maluco. Tá indo para a árvore ele, ó. Cara, minha velocidade tá uma merda, bicho. Aumenta essa porra. Pô, fui tentar melhorar a velocidade, caguei lá a precisão. Foda isso. Velho, não tô conseguindo melhorar a velocidade. Que isso que diminuiu tanto, velho? Vocês viram essa porra? Meu, oh my god. Raiva, velho. Bora, barra, aumenta. Olha isso, cara. Oh, muita putaria esse jogo, na moral. Olha, velho. Não, que isso, cara. Que isso, que jogo absurdo, cara. Vai. Tá tudo aumentando, tá tudo aumentando. Não diminui, não diminui. Ô, louco, tem que ser acima de 50%, cara. Que maluquice. Velho, como assim, mano? Ô, vai se fuder, velho. É que eu perdi o foco, cara. Perdi o foco no sentido de perdi o literal foco ali na barra. Nossa, cara. Tu tem que ser um estrábico pra jogar esse jogo, cara. Que coisa absurda isso. Eu não consigo olhar pros dois cantos, cara. Pros dois extremos. Meu Deus, eu sou retardado, velho. Não é possível isso.
Fast as he was, I was just a bit faster.
Porra, satisfação,
And
ó.
as he lay wounded, I demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me. Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him. Those were his last words.
Top.
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kinda glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang. Did I neglect to mention that?
Jesse James? The greatest outlaw who ever lived?
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Ah, nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday.
Show. Vou te ligar rapidinho lá que eu tô ficando com frio no pé. Show de bola. Eita, o controle desconectou. Agora sim.
I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way. But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this Jim.
Tem uma de mongol. Ei, mas vocês viram os detalhes? No Red Dead Redemption 1 dá pra atirar na mão e tudo. E nesse aqui não consegue fazer isso, né? Esse jogo é muito bom, cara. Se fosse... tivesse um pouco mais de zelo, sabe? Acho que um novo jogo seria incrível, desse estilo aqui.
second. Now, how'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this. They hopped a freight train having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So, I hopped the same train. The James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota. So Jesse needed more men and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others. I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head. Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I reached that...
Fala sério? Essa porra. Foi feião isso, foi feião isso.
Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I reached
James
that...
Younger gang pulled the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever.
And you took them all on by your nose. Again. I'm finding this all a little hard to swallow, friend.
Well, maybe you need to wash it down with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell? Anyway, excuse me, Ben. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right through there. Let me show you.
Que jogo filha da puta, velho. Esse é canal de investir uma coisa, mas... O cara foi mijar, velho. Fala sério. Pô, o maluco tá mijando até agora, cara. Que jogo filha da puta, velho. Espera aí. Esqueci de tirar essa porra, ó. Bom, depois eu faço. E aí, cara, meu Deus. Vamos passear aqui então.
You ready for a butt shot? If I'm going out, I'm taking you.
Caraca, olha, vou te contar, bicho.
You call down the thunder.
Não, e eu esperando aqui igual um bocó, cara. O jogo é muito filho da puta, velho.
I never heard so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Greaves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
I don't know, Jack. I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Boy, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
But
bar.
you seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was
Muito legal.
married to the infamous Belle Starr? Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides, over the roof.
Droga. Vacilei.
At some point, some sumbitch saw me and shouted out, "It's the damn Pinkertons!"
It's a damn Pinkerton!
Now, I never worked for that line of sucker, but I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins. Those evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepbrother. So it's no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted me dead.
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
Don't rightly know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember it.
I bet you are.
Come out, you yellow bastard! Come and get me, you got the guts!
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way forward. I wondered if I was ever gonna find the front of that train, or the bastard I was after. Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Yeah, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
Puta que pariu. Ai. Ai, fui querer ser ganancioso, velho. Querer ser impaciente, me fudi. Puta que pariu, velho. Não acredito nisso.
You're dead! Hey, gotta reload!
De onde tá vindo aquela porra? Não tá... Não tá summonando. Ô, velho, que jogo filha da puta, hein? E quer que eu corra lá pra frente mesmo.
Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Yeah, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
De onde tá vindo aqueles baldes, cara? A porra do balde não tava lá. Velho, vai tomar no cu esse jogo. Porra, caralho.
I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself.
Die, you bastard!
Quem foi que falou isso? Não tem munição, então foda-se.
This asshole don't know who he's up against. Can't hide forever. Kill that
There sure were a lot of men determined to die that day.
I think he's scared. You can't fight James.
It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn train.
Velho, eu achei que eu tava naquelas cutscene, mano. Naquele momento que eu não sou africano.
I could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you. Yeah, I didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
What about that Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to wet my whistle.
Eu nunca matei, só machuquei, né? Dando um headshot no cara. Foda, velho.
After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch, Jim. I followed those bastards into the high mountains as they were going to ground.
What mountains would that be?
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. A perfect place to hide out from the authorities.
Será que eu posso escolher minha arma aqui em algum lugar? Não, né?
In fact, before I could find them, some Indians who fled the res and were hiding out from the military found me first.
Caralho, fui na direção, ó. Foi tipo o Médicos Inverso.
Hey, how about another whiskey, Ben? Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul. Now, where was I? Indians, right. I had more than my share of run-ins with the Red Man. Like that time... Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Esse jogo não tinha capaz de usar duas armas?
Yes, sir. You did.
Ah, of course I did. In fact, I can still remember that old medicine man's words to me.
Jesus Christ, we're back to that again.
You carry great darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men.
Porra, dá-lhe índio, hein, cara.
Darkness will grow until it consumes everything you are.
Puta, tu é um merda. Pô, arma de festim, é, cara? Nada mata. Velho. Pô, essa arma de borracha aqui é foda, né?
So, did you ever find it? Who? The man you were after.
Let me ask you something, Ben. You ever think about death?
Porra, imagina,
Mr.
cara.
Graves, are you all right?
Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? What is this that I can't see? With ice cold hands taking hold of me. Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell. Oh, death, someone would pray. Could you wait to call me another day? Oh, death, won't you spare me over till another year?
So, are you gonna answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find it?
Reed was indeed that son bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers. He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me. Nothing.
Bonitinha a musiquinha, né? Essa costeleta, cara, eu acho muito escroto essa porra.
I finally did track those outlaws down. They had long rifles with scopes and were well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close. I'm guessing Frank James believed I was responsible for the demise of his brother Jesse. I couldn't really disagree with the man, as I thought Jesse was dead then as well. He backed off as I closed in on him, but he was still intent on killing me.
Consigo nem ver o maluco.
And when I closed in on him again, he backed off again, looking for a better angle on me.
Foda, hein?
Hell, I can't fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself. At this point, I'm guessing you think Silas Greaves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
I think you were just looking for justice, sir.
Is that what I was looking for, Dwight? Is that what it was? Justice?
Porra, não acredito que eu caí, velho. E agora? Ô, joguinho filha da puta, cara. Colocar uma parada íngreme.
Isn't that why you were hunting the James gang?
The James gang. Right. I finally found Frank holed up in his mountain cabin, and he was determined to have me dead.
Agora vai, agora vai.
It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Dynamite. On your person.
A few sticks, just in case. It's always good to be prepared.
Pois é, né? Esse cara...
I'm just laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack.
And that son of a bitch! Take him out! He's just one man! Come here! What are you afraid of? Clutch you, boy!
Se aproximar.
Show yourself! Put him down! I want that bastard dead! Ready to meet your maker. If I'm going out, I'm taking you with me.
That old shack? Well, it went tumbling right off that cliff.
With Frank James still in it?
Yes, sir.
But Frank James is still alive, living in Missouri, showing folks around the family farm for 25 cents a tour.
I didn't say he died in the fall, now did I?
O maluco é brabo.
I'm done with this damnable outlaw life! Kill me, don't kill me, do what you will! At this point, I just don't give a shit!
I explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else.
You want Reed? Have at him! I never did like that bastard! I am done here!
We parted in peace as Frank pointed out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
So what happened with Reed?
Well, I finally found the last of the gang hiding in a nearby cave. First, I had to dispatch the lookouts. I was determined not to let that murderer escape my revenge again. But rather than wander in willy-nilly, I decided it would be better to smoke that sumbitch out. Hey, Reed! I shouted. No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole Younger. Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me.
Son of a bitch!
It was then that the last bunch of bandits jumped out of hiding.
Why won't this asshole give up? We'll show him he's killed, man.
Ai, tô muito negligente. Deixa eu me concentrar mais aqui.
Why won't this asshole give up? Would someone please kill him?
We are. Aim if you're gonna fire.
Ai! Nossa, cara, tô muito super burrão aqui. Deixa eu me concentrar mais. Agora vai, agora eu passo. E o pior é que o jogo não é difícil, velho. É que eu tô burro, né?
Asshole give up? Would someone please kill him?
Cover me.
Man can shoot. Give him that.
Aim if you're gonna fire. Don't let him through.
Rule the day.
Velho, porque eu tô errando, mano.
Why won't this asshole die? Who we are. I will knock you into next week.
Eventually, it was just me and Reed.
Ô, demorou, hein, velho.
I had waited a long time to face him down, so I could repay him for what he did to my brothers.
É no finalzinho ali que na velocidade que eu tô perdendo, cara.
And repay him I did.
Quando a câmera junta as duas, eu consigo ver, cara. Agora, um tá pra cá, um tá pra lá, pô, meu olho não funciona assim o meu olhar, cara. Meu olhar periférico não é muito bom, cara.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty bait.
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob character. Seems a shame you never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him. Six months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang. I tracked them down, hoping that Roscoe Bob Bryant had returned with them.
So you're saying they didn't die down in Bolivia?
That's what I'm saying.
O bom, o mal e o morto. Tem uma referência nisso, né? Cara, eu não conheço nenhum filme de Velho Oeste. Eu assisti um filme de Velho Oeste que foi um que... Chega uns índios, uns nativos americanos, eu não sei se tem diferença chamar um assim ou outro. Enfim, chegam os nativos americanos e sequestraram as filhas, as sobrinhas do protagonista, aí ele vai atrás pra buscar. Eu achei esse filme muito legal, cara. Foi o único filme de Velho Oeste que eu assisti e eu gostei pra caramba dele. Não faço
40
ideia qual
years I
é.
had waited to get my hands on the last of my brother's killers. Not even an army of demons could have stopped me now.
Assisti ele há muito tempo atrás, cara. Muito tempo atrás. Acho que na época da pandemia. Não faço ideia que filme é esse.
Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant. That son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he had to be close to 70.
For all you know, he could have been dead.
That thought had indeed crossed my mind, as did others. For instance, did my thirst for vengeance turn me into something worse than the man I was after? By this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had. I was furious as hell at that bastard for making me who I am. A man with no family, no friends, no purpose except shooting Bob Bryant dead. Nothing could stop me from taking his life. I'd been after that killer forever. From the time I rode with Billy the Kid. But that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that fairy tale, you mean?
Suddenly it was 1910. There I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades.
Dá pra usar duas aqui? Não, né? Eita, eu fiquei preso? Ah, tá.
The town was falling apart, just like me.
Onde que eu tenho que ir, velho? Ah, tá.
But I wasn't about to call it quits. Even though the ghosts of my dead brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Graves, are you all right? Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. Some folks think the town is haunted, so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around. I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. But like I said, the bandits knew I was onto them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
laser in the ground.
But you obviously prevailed since you're sitting here telling us today.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack.
Eita.
Because when I woke up,
From the dead?
there was silence all around me. I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop.
Onde, velho? Você tá vendo isso, porra?
Here, and there, and even over there.
So I am right. You are titched in the head.
Mr. Greaves, perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer. Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns a-blazing. But I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition.
Bora lá, bora lá. Bom que o fantasma morre com um tiro, né?
I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me.
Não, pô, não joga não. Ah!
And in the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hart, just like I remembered him. Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun.
Ah, maluco veio do nada, velho. Porra, vai tomar no cu. Nossa, onde eu fui parar, velho? Tem um bônus aí, né?
But no ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a fallen branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to dogs.
Foda, acontece. Deixa eu me aproximar aqui. Pô, o fantasma é semi-transparente, cara. Eu não consigo ver nesse cenário direito. É corcunda demais. Bora, dá um chance. Ué. Acho que fiquei aqui.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead.
Modo horda do Guias, é? Cara, não consegui matar aquele maluco, velho. Meu Deus. Ô, louco.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead. The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead. George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond.
Que pariu.
Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next. I thought I would go crazy.
Thought?
Droga, cara. Pô, agora o jogo
The
foi
Dalton
difícil.
brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead. George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond.
Dá um tiro, velho.
Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next.
Ali? Velho!
Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead.
Bora, aparece, caralho. Muito arrombado esse fantasma, ó, bicho. Velho, o que que tava tirando?
George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the
Aonde?
great beyond. Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next.
Ah, pô, agora eu quero... Aonde que tá, velho? Ai, que ridículo. Ó, isso é ridículo, velho, na moral. Isso é ridículo, tá ridículo esse jogo.
The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead.
Cadê o resto?
George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry.
Ali, ali?
Both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond. Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next. I thought I would go crazy.
Thought?
Que isso que eu não consigo andar? Tô me afastando da história. Olha, cara, meu Deus, a história sem pé nem
The
cabeça.
Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead.
Vai, cadê?
George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond.
Bora, velho, tem que notificar aqui que é um... Porra.
Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next. Finally, I saw Harry
Meu Deus.
Alonzo Longaball,
The Sundance Kid?
like a general leading his legion of the dead.
You told us before that you've seen him alive.
He was alive.
Ai, cara, não acredito, velho. Mano. Pô, faz isso comigo não, cara. Cadê o filho da puta? Foda-se. Ah!
Then I heard a voice call to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker, a.k.a. Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
Thanks for taking care of that bastard.
Porra, olha. Gente, chata essa fazinha, hein? Essa ida de... esse modo horda de guias aí foi foda, mano.
But the kid wasn't quite deceased. Not yet.
Takes more than one little bullet to kill the likes of me, partner.
Those two looked like they hadn't seen each other for quite a while. Clearly, they were no longer amigos.
Shit. I was hoping I wouldn't have to kill you. You won't have to, Butch. I'm killing you first.
I asked them about Bob Bryant, but they were too busy with their own heated conversation.
Let me get this shit straight. You want my money and the love of my life?
You frittered it all away, Butch. Eda's mine. So is that damn money.
I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had an answer to my question, but those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
Agora é a hora que eu tenho que esbugalhar meu olho aqui. Opa, caiu o controle agora? Foi. Ih, mano. Tô olhando porque ele quer me dar, hein? Mano, tu viu aquela velocidade? Tu viu como tava em 12, foi a 3, sei lá, foi muito baixo. Velho, eu tava muito rápido, cara. Como assim? Vai, passa pro outro! Ah!
And the Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
Boa. Pô, foi desafiador isso, cara, na moral.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob?
There is no Bob. This old sumbitch ain't even Silas Greaves.
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
Oh man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob, your past always catches up with you.
I was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I changed my ways, I swear to you. If I could turn back the clock,
But you can't, Bob.
E aí, não tem ninguém pra decidir aqui por mim, né? Vamos seguir o ensinamento cristão aqui, vamos pedir a redenção do cara.
Why'd you toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Wanted to suss you out, Bob. See what kind of man you turned out to be. Maybe prod you into drawing on me. See, all those years on your trail turned me into a killer. Can't even remember who I was before you tried to murder me. You, on the other hand, walked that very same path in exactly the opposite direction.
What do you mean by that?
You think your life is worth sparing, Bob? Boy, what's your name again?
It's Eisenhower, sir. Dwight Eisenhower.
What do you plan to do with your life, Dwight Eisenhower?
Tomorrow I'll be leaving for West Point, sir.
Ok, sou presidente de
So, you
algum
want to
país
be a soldier?
de lá?
Well, then do it right, son. Don't tear down the world out of anger and spite like I did. You build it up. You do something decent with your life, you hear me?
Sir? Yes, sir.
I won't have it said I left you with nothing, Bob.
Muito legal. Cara, um jogo super simples no sentido de gameplay. Tem no máximo, acho que umas 4 a 5 armas, acho muito pouco. E é um jogo curto, né, cara? E eu vou te dizer uma coisa, a primeira vez que eu joguei esse jogo, eu fiquei com aquela sensação de aquele gostinho de querer um pouco mais, tanto que eu até joguei aquele modo que tem, que é um modo arcade, que tu só fica numas fases e tudo. Mas hoje, assim, eu acho que ele tá no time ideal, cara. Foi assim, o tempo de ficar enjoado, eu tava já enjoando dele e ele já foi pro final, então eu gostei disso. E, cara, um puta joguinho pra passar o tempo, na moral. Não, né? Um puta joguinho legal pra passar o tempo. Pô, a live acabou... Vou baixar aqui. Eu acho bacana pra caramba esse Lightbox aqui. O Loutbox. Pois é, a live acabou cedo, né, cara? O jogo acabou cedo, né? Eu Eu não sei se eu vou jogar agora. Acho que eu vou jogar quando for mais 22, 23. Porque eu acabei de arrumar meu quarto inteiro, né? Como se meu quarto fosse grande, mas eu dei uma geral bacana nele, ficou legal. E eu tô meio cansadinho. Então eu vou sair pra comer alguma coisa e tal. E aí depois eu volto pra jogar outro jogo. Ou não. Ou não, né? Vou ver se tem outro jogo que eu tô afim de jogar e tal. Tô muito decepcionado com o jogo da Rockstar. Pô, o Rockstar, cara, olha... Eu comecei a querer fazer live pra jogar o GTA... Começar as minhas lives jogando GTA 4. Bugou tudo, não consegui jogar aquela merda. Aí eu fui jogar o Bully, então, que, né? Pra compensar e tudo, que também era um mundo aberto. Era mais ali que eu tava próximo. Também não conseguia. Pô, eu fiz a primeira live lá, vocês viram que caiu mais 4, 5 vezes. Tive que voltar lá na puta que pariu. Pô, realmente me estressou pra caralho. E aí eu fui testar pra jogar. Mesma coisa, cara. Não muda. O jogo não muda, cara. Não sei o que aconteceu. Não sei se é porque eu coloquei aquele mod de 60 frames. E aí cagou tudo. Aí quando eu coloco o patch lá, porra, pra não bugar, né? Dá problema. Aí eu vi o pessoal falando que se pegar o jogo pirata e fizer isso, funciona. Ô, cara, então assim, é tanta confusão que eu perdi real vontade de jogar. Tem 2 jogos que eu tô afim de jogar, que é o Final Fantasy o 7 Remake, né? Pra justamente já pegar a vibe do que vai lançar o próximo. Que eu não vou comprar no lançamento, né? Porque é uma fortuna. Mas 6 meses depois baixo um bendito valor. E eu com certeza vou querer jogar, né? E o outro foi o Dragon Dogmas, cara. Dragon's Dogma. Só que são 2 RPGs que eu já desinstalei isso aqui porque eu quero jogar uma versão diferenciada dele que tem, mas eu acho que eu vou jogar no remake, né? Depois eu vou pegar o remake. Enfim, tem esses joguinhos aqui pra jogar. Cara, eu odiei esse aqui, também já remove, eu até desinstalei já esse jogo. E aí eu tô pensando o que eu jogo com vocês aqui, né? O Gunslinger eu vou... Cara, não vou jogar o modo Horta ou algo assim, foi divertido. Ele foi lançado em 2013 e ele claramente não é um jogo pra fazer live, cara. Porque ele é pior do que o Homem-Aranha, né? Eu vi o Homem-Aranha, o que lançou, o novo, com o Miles Morales. Caralho, o bicho não cala a boca. E aqui é 1000 vezes pior, cara. Assim, não tem um minuto de paz. Então esse jogo é 1000 vezes pior pra fazer live. E aí eu vou ver agora que jogo a gente pode jogar, né? Tenho 3 RPGs aqui, que são os jogos que eu mais gosto, são esse estilo. E, bom, um deles eu vou começar, né? Ou vai ser o Final Fantasy, ou vai ser o Earthlock, ou vai ser o Dragon's Dogma, cara, porque começa a minha aula agora dia 19, e aí não vou ter tempo, né? Pô, quando eu for pegar um RPG eu vou ficar assim viciado nele. Mas eu vou parar aqui, eu vou pensar qual jogo. Esse aqui, nem tem que ter essa porra, mas aqui, ó. Na moral, perdi total vontade. Não sei se vocês gostam de joguinho assim, né? Que é joguinho mais descontraído. Ocean Hot, a fim de rejogar esse jogo, que eu joguei e gostei pra caramba dele. E tem o The Evil Within, né? Enfim, são esses jogos que eu tenho aqui, eu vou pensar. Mas eu acho que eu tenho 70% de certeza, né? Essas estatísticas que eu jogo, essas porcentagens que eu jogo aleatoriamente, que eu vou voltar pra jogar outro jogo. Mas agora eu vou descansar um pouquinho. Vou... sei lá, ficar boiando na vida, comer alguma coisa que eu tô com fome. E aí eu volto pra jogar outro jogo. Deixa eu ver aqui. Acho que ninguém mandou mensagem, né? No. Pô, isso de live é complicado, né, cara? Porque ninguém assiste a live. Eu pareço um... Isso aqui é uma parada legal que eu vou querer implementar, mas ainda tô vendo como é que faz isso, né? Primeiro porque não tem público, né? Então não faz diferença eu querer implementar essa porra agora ou não. Bom, tô pensando qual jogo eu vou jogar com vocês, ó. Eu vou jogar um Baku animal aqui com vocês, que vai ser divertido pra caramba. Enfim, vou pensar isso depois, mas então é isso, eu vou até organizar pra colocar na playlist bonitinha, né, que foi mais um jogo que a gente zerou. E é isso, pessoal, vejo vocês daqui a pouco, ou amanhã. Ou quem sabe semana que vem, né? Tudo é possível. Ou quem sabe, né, infelizmente, seja a última vez que a gente se vê, né? Mas